Hello there, my name is Zolt. I'm a professional driving instructor. Despite of the title of this video, I'm going to show you and talk about what not to do on your driving test and how not to drive. Our aim with this video is to help you to pass your driving test as easy as possible. I have good reasons for creating this unique video for you from my personal professional perspective. You must be told 1,000 times what to do, how to drive, etc. etc. For that reason, you should be already a very good driver. I know it is hard to think out of your car, seeing yourself as you drive, as other road users seeing you to drive. I use a lot to point out to my learners bad drivers around us while we are practicing, and I find it very useful because it makes it easier to learn by seeing others' bad performances. So I'm going to drive my car and my team will film it, and you can watch me for other drivers' point of view and scrutinize my very bad drive. We have arranged the situations with other drivers and pedestrians so we won't be dangerous to the others at all. If your general attitude is good on the roads, the examiner are more forgiving, trust me. You shouldn't be encouraged by your professional driving instructor anyway if you won't be ready for your driving test, so trust his or her judgment. So here is the deal, that's me in the tracksuit. So what do you think, is it a proper dress for a test? It has happened not once that the candidate appearance was like me right now. I do not want to patronize anybody, I am just saying that the examiner will wear a smart uniform, so please show some respect towards them. The first impression matters here too. No need to wear a suit or dress, but I hope you see my point, what I mean. Whoops, I left my indicator to the left while I moved on. I would fail my test instantly, so please pay full attention from the very first second until the examiner asks you to switch your engine off at the end of your driving test. So let's see the next scenario. I'm going to turn left, so what do you think? Wow, this is very dangerous because I could have somebody on my right hand side. You know why I've done this? Because it's a very tight entrance, but I shouldn't do definitely. So I tried a different way. I cut it short, but it seems too short with the front wheel. That's why I hit the curb. So very important, you need to find a good timing when you start the steering, not cutting and neither hitting the curb. Okay, let's see, I do the right turn. Let's see, I shouldn't cut the corner, but I do it quite badly, which is again very dangerous. So be aware of it, you need to turn into the road, not cutting anybody else oncoming traffic lane. Okay, we're using the yellow box. So, yellow box, I should be in the middle of the yellow box when I'm waiting while the traffic light is green. Because my exit is clear, so I should be in the middle of the yellow box because that's the rule. So let's have a look at it. Still oncoming traffic, and I move it now and I show you where I should stop. Here I should wait until I could go. So that's very important how we use the yellow box. Key point on your driving test, easy to fail it. Okay, let's carry on. So at the end of the road I am going to turn left, so the crucial point, let's see, what do you think of my position? Am I positioning right? No, because I should be on the left hand side, because the indicator and the position of the car should be corresponding towards each other, showing the same intention, other than it would confuse the other road users. So now we are approaching to the same junction, but I am turning right. Have a look at my position again. It is dangerous and it is very bad, but because we done it for you, so you should be able to pick up the fault because you are a good driver now. So let's carry on, let's see what's coming up next. So I'm going to move on the main road, which is purely bending to the right. I shouldn't indicate what I do, I'm misleading the others because I'm following the main road, so I haven't changed any direction, I haven't crossed any line. So now we're going to pass a parked vehicle, so I should indicate. I tell you why, because I changed the lane. So when I'm coming back again, I should indicate back to the left because I'm going to change the lane. So now I'm going to use the roundabouts. At the roundabout, I would love to go straight on, so let's have a look. What I'm doing now, I'm indicating to the left, so everybody should suppose I'm turning left, but I'm not. So it is badly, dangerously misleading, so we close the roads, not involving anybody. So very important, indicator cannot be misleading, dangerous fault. Let's have a look at the next example. I'm going straight at the roundabout, so no different road marks. I should be on the far left hand side. So I'm going straight on from the middle lane and then just leaving the roundabout, so it is dangerous because the position wasn't absolutely correct. So I'm leaving the roundabout now in the right hand side lane, which is not a problem so far. But because I'm on the right hand side lane on a one-way road, I should certain progress, should maintaining my speed, getting up to the speed limit. Okay, but I'm not doing it, I'm kind of hesitating, so what I do, I encourage the other drivers on the left hand side to undertake me, which is not legal, but it's my fault. It's a fair on the driving test because I am not moving back to the left lane as soon as possible. So now at the moment I should keep my speed close to the 40 miles per hour. Because I'm hesitating, I'm not doing enough progress, I encourage the others to overtake me, which is again a fair on the driving test. So I'm going to turn left now. Look how early I indicate. I even not passed the parked car, and also misleading everybody because the others expecting me to pull over rather than turning left. So make sure you need to indicate in a correct time, not too early, not too late. So this time I'm going to pull over. So have a look at the situation. If you can spot what I'm doing wrong, you are fantastic. Yes, I'm doing badly stopping in the junction because I should leave 10 meters before and after. Doesn't matter if it's on the right hand side. So now I drive on and I just force the others to slow down behind me. Very badly, very dangerously. So the exam will ask you minimum 5 times on the driving test, pull over and drive on, watching you how do you do that safely. So let's have a look at it. There is an emergency car. Everybody would have a safe, pure way, but I'm moving on to the pavement, which shouldn't be done. So be aware of it. If you got any kind of emergency vehicle around you on the driving test or in the real life as well, just relax, and if you could provide enough room to pass you safely. So next traffic light, I just stop clearly. So if you can pick up what I done wrong, then you would be a fantastic driver. So instead of using the handbrake, I keep pressing my foot brake, which is a fail on the driving test. So you should use your handbrake while you're waiting instead of just pausing for a second. So main thing, use your handbrake whenever you're necessary. So I move on, and also should avoiding rolling back. So the handbrake has many purposes, so it's your friend, it has for you to pass your driving test. Let's have a look. I have a very long green. I should anticipate a light will change, so I should slow down, prepare the car for brake pedal, but I haven't done anything, so I would fail my driving test because I went through on the amber without being prepared for stopping. So now let's see the pedestrians. So you should never ever encourage the pedestrian, neither inside of the car, because I clearly mislead not just the pedestrians, the drivers behind me. So we're not flashing, not waving inside of the car neither. So at the moment the pedestrian is nicely waiting there and I stop clearly, but again I'm going to encourage the pedestrian very dangerously, so we shouldn't do anything, we should just wait and the pedestrian has to make the decision. Okay. So a different story. Pedestrian is purely there, so I should slow down and stop for the pedestrian. I don't care. So it is a very dangerous and it's instant fail on the driving test. So the pedestrian has priority when the pedestrian is very close to a crossing. So this is not a pedestrian crossing. Pedestrian clearly waits for me, but I stopped and encouraged her very badly. So the pedestrian on the pavement, I should carry on safely. This is a different story. The pedestrian, have a look at it carefully, will step down to the surface. So in this case the pedestrian should have priority, but I didn't stop, I just moved in front of her toes, so it is very bad and very dangerous. So the pedestrian has priority if she already stepped on into the road where you turning in. So now we are back where we started and our test is over. If the worst would happen on your driving test, it won't be the end of the world. You would just need a bit more practice, that's all. If you would retake your driving test, please remember the examiners has no records of your previous test. You will start with a blank card. Think about it, it is a fantastic. You have the opportunity to show to the examiner, even if it's the same one, how much you improved since you met. This kind of mindset will help you to pass, I'm 100% sure about it. I hope that I did make some good points for you and deliberately open your eyes on some key element of a possible fault. I don't think that I would ever pass my driving test with this kind of performance. I wish I could get rid of my airplane, but I'm afraid I still have to keep it a bit longer.